If I made 400 grand a year, I would be embarrassed with myself as a husband, a father, basically as a human being. You guys haven't done the math because you cannot live on 400 grand a year. And if you think you can live on 400 grand a year, I might have to go back and add number one. Nothing. Anybody can make 400 grand a year. All you got to do is show up. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. You guys don't need to agree with me. I've already been paid my fee. I am not here to satisfy you. I don't care if you like me or not, man. I want to move a handful of people in the room to go from 400 grand a year to start thinking about how do I make 4 million? Big boy right over here. What'd you make last year? 2.7. How does anybody live on $2.7 million a year? My plane eats $2.7 million a year. This dude needs to think different. He's running out of time, man. You guys all in the room, man, you're running out of time. You're in a space that is so frothy with opportunity, it's unbelievable.
Okay. This grinds my gears. Look, he's pretending that you can't make it on 400 grand a year. I'll tell you, when I started making 90 grand a year for the first time in my life, I was thrilled. When I got to making 120 a couple months after that, I thought I was just king of the world, okay? My company was making a lot more than that, but I was getting paid $10,000 a month, 120 grand a year. All my bills are taken care of. I was able to help people. I even got somebody a new car, okay? Plenty of stuff, easy to do, not that hard to live on $10K a month, which is 120 grand a year, not 400K. And granted, this was a little bit of time ago, and inflation does rack up, but I assure you, you can make it on 400K. You can make it on 300K a year. You know what? If you're a politician and you're doing a little bit of that insider trading, allegedly, I bet you can make it on $132,000 a year. Okay? Look, let's not pretend like you got to be a multimillionaire or a billionaire in income every year to make it. That's a lie. That's ridiculous. No. Now, in order to make enough money to outpace inflation, in order to have a good life and not have to worry about money again, you got to make several $100,000 or $1 million a year for a few years and then do prudent, wise investing. This right here is nonsense, okay? And 2.7, yeah, his plane might eat that. I'm sure he has to get so drunk to spit out such nonsense, he probably goes through $1 million a year in champagne on his stupid plane, okay? And I'm sure the maintenance on that is expensive because he's stupid, okay? You don't need 2.7 a year to be okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for making as much as you reasonably and ethically can. You should. Go out there, get it, do it. Do it as fast as you can, all right? Especially with your dollar getting eaten away in buying power every single day. But don't sit out there and lie to people. 2.7 is plenty a year, okay? Half of that is plenty. 200K a year is pretty good. 200K a year, you can make enough to where you can stow some away for retirement. Please make sound investments. And don't listen to idiots like this. You don't need his big boy whatever nonsense in order to make $4 million a year so you can go feed your family. If your family takes $4 million a year to feed, you need to cut back. I mean, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine what $4 million worth of food looks like. And I pay for the lunch and dinner of my employees on a very regular basis, not to mention a couple of my friends. I don't have a $4 million a year food bill. I don't have a $2 million a year food bill. My food bill actually is probably in the tens of thousands of dollars a year, and I feed a lot of people. Maybe I'm just cheaping out. I don't know. Is he importing grade A 5 Wagyu steak to feed to his dogs? I mean, you know, maybe you could get to $4 million a year like that. But guys, come on. This is nonsense. You know it. Make smart investments. Short the dollar. Get something of real value. Don't even denominate your stuff in dollars because honestly, those are inflating away. But this guy, don't listen to him. Anybody who tells you you can't make it on $400K a year right now, they're just lying to you. Now, go ahead. 10, 20 years in the future, $400K might be able to buy you a burger. That's fair. Look, if you were stretching this out a couple decades into the future, that might be right. But right now, that is nonsense. Do not listen to these charlatans. Please ignore them. And please stop sending me videos of such idiots. Send me something of something smart. I like smart people. I don't like this. Have a good day. Be smart.